Sí, Holly.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to the convocation ceremony for the class of 2022. We would request everybody to please take their seats, be comfortable, and please switch off your phones. We don't want to disturb the ceremony in that way. So right now, the class is having a photograph outside with the dignitaries. So we will be having an academic procession. It will be coming in next 5 minutes. So when they come, we would request you to please stand up in your seats to just wait for the procession to come, and then we'll begin the ceremony. Thank you.
Give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us, singing forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would request you to please stand as the academic procession enters.
Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now wave your flag, now wave your flag. Take the field now, unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us, sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now 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 wave your flag, wave your flag.
Thank you, everyone. We are delighted to officially begin the proceedings of the day. For the same, I would like to invite Director, Technology Leaders Program, Shravani Ghosh, to share her welcome remarks. Shravani, over to you.
Good afternoon and a warm welcome. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Chief Guest Dr. Ramesh Hariharan, Plaksha trustees and founding community, Alok Mittal, Lalit Agarwal, Mohit Thukral, Mukul Agarwal, Asha Agarwal, Mukesh Sharma, Pranav Gupta, Rimi Oberoi, Ritesh Malik, S.K. Jain, Sameer Jain, Vineet Gupta, Dean of Academic Affairs, Professor Aditya Malik, Registrar Sanjay Bhatnagar, founding faculty member, Assistant Professor Soumya Jetli, faculty members, my dear students of the class of 2022, the stars of today's ceremony, friends and family, alumni, industry partners, media persons, and the Plaksha team and community. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome you all to this historic event, the first convocation on campus and the third convocation ceremony of the Technology Leaders Program. The Technology Leaders Program, abbreviated as TLP and formerly known as Tech Leaders Fellowship, is a one-year program that interweaves courses in the 4 buckets of artificial intelligence and data science core, design thinking, real-world experiences comprising entrepreneurial challenge lab and 2-month capstones, self and leadership. The program was started in 2019, imbibing the key principles of Plaksha University's philosophy of reimagining technology education through an interdisciplinary curriculum, encouraging an entrepreneurial ecosystem, and promoting industry-academia collaboration. This year, our graduating students have gone through 36 courses and worked on a total of 23 capstone projects, and a couple of our students went on to pursue their research capstones at UC Berkeley. Faculty from Plaksha University, as well as institutions like UC Berkeley, Purdue University, University of Maryland, University of Pennsylvania, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, and from corporates like Microsoft Group, HRS, and others have taught at the program. Our scholars have been mentored by eminent business leaders and entrepreneurs through their TLP journey. We have graduated 118 bright young minds in the last 2 years, and with the current cohort of 48 students, our alumni base will be at 166. Our students have gone on to have successful career outcomes in the field of data science, data engineering, data analytics, machine learning engineering, business analysis, product management, research, and so on. Some students have chosen to pursue higher studies in global institutions like University of Toronto, Purdue University, New York University, KTH Royal Institute, Sweden, etc. A few alumni have chosen to create their own entrepreneurial ventures, ranging from neurosciences to building smart AI meeting tools, and have achieved considerable success therein. Companies like Amazon, Boston Consulting Group, Cisco, Fractal Analytics, and Walmart Labs have recruited from the program over the years. Dear graduating class, you have successfully navigated your way through a rigorous academic journey despite facing several challenges, the pandemic being not the least. Your passion for technology kept you persevering and excelling through the program, which is why you are here today. I'm sure the levels of commitment and resilience shown will stand you in good stead as you step out of the portals of this university into the next phase of your lives. I would like to thank your families and friends for their unstinting support and encouragement, without which I'm sure you would not be here today. Please also remember, you are part of the Plaksha family for life and brand ambassadors of our mission to reimagine technology education. In the words of John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States of America, I congratulate you on what you have done And most of all, I congratulate you on what you are going to do. So go ahead, my dear students, think big, dream big, carve your own paths, challenge your own boundaries, be kind and respectful to those around you, give back to society, to country, and to your alma mater, Plaksha University. I would like to now invite Professor Rudra Pratap, founding Vice Chancellor of Plaksha University, to address this gathering. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Our chief guest, Professor Ramesh Hariharan, our registrar, Sanjay Bhatnagar, our Dean of Academic Affairs, Professor Aditya Malik, my colleague, Professor Soumya Jetli, and TLP Program Director, Shravani Ghosh. All founders present here, parents, students, and of course, the graduating TLP batch. You know, it's a historic moment here. This is the very first convocation on our campus. You have made history for us. This batch pictures of your batch will be repeated in every single brochure, in every single history book that would be written for Plaksha, and believe me, there would be many of them written for Plaksha. Your batch is graduating at a really challenging time. We all know that. We have been witness to this. These are times where uncertainty is one thing that is on everybody's mind. Human vulnerability has never come to the fore in such stark, real terms as it has in front of us in last couple of years. How vulnerable our societies are, how vulnerable our entire existence is on this planet, we have seen that. It's not just because of the pandemic, but what pandemic has caused, the aftermath of it, not merely in our bodies, but in our society and in the world. Supply chain disruptions that you have seen, nobody in the world, not even the best modelers, are able to say what the consequences of that disruption will be on the economy of the world. We are guessing every single day. You are graduating at this challenging time. And now you will realize why we call you technology leaders. It's for the human resilience that the world survives today, that we survive today. And it's for that resilience that we send you out from this home, for this comfort, from this comfort, to the world, so that you can reinforce that resilience of humanity in face of every calamity or every difficulty that we might face. You have not been called masters of engineering. You are not getting that degree. You are getting a degree of technology leader. We are going to depend on you. The whole world is going to depend on you. Your task is cut out. Please do not for 1 second think that you have a job in a corporate office and that's all that we ever expected from you. Far from it. I would really encourage you to think through and say that and see what a leader ought to do to make this world a better place. what a leader would do, a technology leader would do to reimagine technology. We are seeing lots of unintended ill effects of technology today. So technology does need to be reimagined. And that's why we have produced leaders like you. We will be watching your orbit as you sail through the world. And you will invariably, all of us do, you will face a lot of difficulties. You will face moments of stress, moments of anxiety. Guess what? At that moment, when you face that, you will remember your mother's place, and that will be Plaksha. You come back to Plaksha. We will always have something for you. We will always have a place for you here. You will always come back to this comfort, intellectual comfort, and you will go back enriched. We want you to lead the world. I wish you the very best, and I wish all the parents the very best, as well as thank them for giving us this opportunity to have you on our campus and enrich our lives as well as yours. With that, I would like to introduce the chief guest of today, our keynote speaker, Professor Ramesh Hariharan. He is the co-founder and CTO at Strand Life Sciences, an adjunct professor at the Computer Science Department of Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. He works at the intersection of computer science and biology with the goal of translating data-driven insights into medical applications. He is currently working on the use of genomics to diagnose and treat patients with rare diseases and cancer. And he is also the author of a really nice book that everybody can read, Genomic Quirks. Dr. Ramesh is a recipient of the TR100 Award of Young Innovators by MIT's Technology Review magazine, and in 2003 received the Global Indus Technology Award from MIT, instituted to recognize the top 20 Indian technology innovators worldwide. I have known Ramesh for more than 2 decades. We were together at Indian Institute of Science before he took the plunge and became an entrepreneur and co-founded Strand Life Sciences. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Ramesh Hariharan.
Thank you so much for, am I audible? Oh, okay. Thank you so much for inviting me to this, historic event. Professor Rudra Pratap, Professor Malik, Professor Bhatnagar, Jetli, Shabani Ghosh. It's my honor to be here. Let me start by congratulating the class of 2022 and their well-wishers, parents, friends who are here. On the one hand, while the last few years were challenging times, I want to convince you that you could not have picked a better time to graduate as technology leaders. If you take a slightly broader perspective of timescales, today technology and knowledge are growing along so many different dimensions and at rates that are unprecedented. And that brings about opportunity like never before. And that's why I say you picked the perfect time to graduate, and you've also timed it well relative to the pandemic. We are hopefully on the last legs of that. I work in the area of genomics, and I want to give you a glimpse into the various opportunities and possibilities that it holds, and also give you some perspective about the field. And so the core goal of genomics, what we work on, what our endeavor is that we are able to look into the invisible innards of a living being. Right? you can see a living being from the outside, the human body, let's say, but you can't really figure out what's going on deep inside. We have a few tools. The physics revolution started about 100, 150 years ago, and tremendous advances in the last century that culminated in tremendous engineering advances, and that gave us this whole field of imaging. So today we can do MRIs, we can do ultrasounds, we can do X-rays, various sophisticated forms of X-rays, and we can use that to get a glimpse into these invisible innards inside us, right? But those help only to an extent, and they help only when the injury is coming from the outside in. If you get a fracture because you got hurt, yes, that's an outside-in injury. But many diseases are caused inside out because tiny agents inside the body are collaborating and conniving in ways over a period of time, over the period of aging, that eventually lead to gross sort of structural changes that are visible through imaging. And it's too late by the time imaging can catch those structural changes. And so you need other tools, the tools of molecular biology, that will allow you to look inside the molecules in a human body and understand how they are evolving, so that you can then use those to get a better handle on disease and cure. The molecular biology revolution lagged the physics revolution by maybe 50 to 75 years. And so while we've seen the fruits of the physics revolution over the last 20, 30 years, we are just about starting to see the fruits of the molecular biology revolution and the genomics revolution. What does genomics mean? Essentially, it's the ability to read all of these molecules and understand what they are doing inside the human body. The DNA is, of course, the fundamental molecule, but there are many, many others around that theme: RNA, proteins, metabolites. And 20 years ago, it cost $1 million or millions of dollars to read the DNA sequence inside a single person. Today, technology has evolved to such point where we can read the DNA sequence inside a person for a few $100s, which would translate to a few tens of thousands of rupees. Right? And that trajectory continues, that very soon, in a couple of years, we are anticipating that it will be $100, which would be less than 10,000 rupees. So that's tremendous advance in 20 years. And now what has this enabled us to do? So this has enabled us to solve a number of medical problems that we could not have thought of even 10 years ago. And I can give you a number of examples. I'll start from an example close home. So my mother-in-law started going blind in her 30s and 40s. And it was a mystery in the family. Why does this happen? There was no way to figure out why this happens. And she was not the only one in the family. There was her brother as well. And would the child, that's my wife, would she be also susceptible? Those are all questions that are natural questions for all of us to ask. So until 20 years ago, 10 years ago, this would have been impossible. In the last several years, we sequenced the DNA. We could figure out here is the specific mutation that's causing the problem. So we know exactly why the problem occurs. And we were able to also establish that her daughter, that's my wife, is not at risk. And her brother, my wife's brother, is also not at risk. Right? That's tremendous relief for somebody who's in their 30s and 40s and aiming for the rest of their lives. About just 2 years ago, a colleague of ours at Strand, he was perfectly fine one day, and the next day he was in the ICU with multi-organ failure. Okay. Some infectious agent had entered and very rapidly brought his system down. Doctors have ways of treating this. They have to treat with antibiotics. They have to do various other sorts of stabilizing your systems, and they try to pick the antibiotic based on what the infectious agent might be. So they send your blood out for a culture test to say what is the bacterium or virus that's causing this problem. And usually the state of technology today is that these culture tests come back several days later, and usually 50-60% of the time do not yield an answer. In this case, there was no answer. So on a hunch, we said, let's draw blood from this person. We'll do deep DNA sequencing and try to see if there are any traces of this microbe in his blood? Most of his blood will be his own DNA, right? But are there any traces of this microbial DNA? And out of 50 million fragments that we sequenced, we found 4 fragments that represented one pathogen called Salmonella typhimurium, which convincingly told us that he had eaten something the previous day that was most people may not see such an extreme reaction, but something which we don't understand yet caused this extreme reaction. So we were able to diagnose and appropriately modulate the antibiotic course thereafter. Another example, we had a family come to us. They had 2 kids that had died very early at the end of their first year. Both of them had died. In succession over a few years span. And the woman was pregnant with the 3rd kid, and the question is, would the same thing happen to would she lose her 3rd child as well? And again, we sequenced the DNA. We were able to pin down the cause of the problem in the first couple of kids and assure her that this next one that's impending will not be susceptible to the same fate because she did not have that mutation. Right? Yet another example, which all of us are familiar with. COVID struck, 2.5, 3 years ago, and within days, the DNA was sequenced, which was absolutely essential because unless that is done, you can't build the RT-PCR tests that we are all familiar with. Immediately within a couple of months, the RT-PCR tests were out. We were testing heavily as a society, but for a little policy lapse that prevented us from also sequencing heavily to anticipate the trajectory of the Delta mutation. We've generally done a good job thereafter to track all the variants. We've been sequencing at Strand heavily. We know the variants that are coming out before anybody does, and we are able to see where things are headed. And that's all thanks to the technology that's evolved over the last several years. Okay. And a last example, a glamorous one, all of you might have heard of Angelina Jolie and her story of how she anticipated her risk for cancer. Her mother and aunt had died of ovarian/breast cancer. And it's well known that if you have mutations in this gene called the BRCA gene, which about 3 or 4 in 1,000 people will have, you will be at a very, very high risk for breast cancer or ovarian cancer, and you can actually circumvent that risk through appropriate monitoring/prophylactic surgery. And she made this whole thing quite brought it to the public's eye, so to say. So these are all examples of problems that we solved over the last few years that could not have been done even a decade ago, right? But there are so many problems that remain unsolved, unresolved. We don't know what to do. And each of us will have examples like this in our family. I can give you a couple from mine. The same mother-in-law passed away from dementia. The last few years were, dementia that you could not recognize your own children, right? That's the state. Why does this happen? Can you arrest it? Can you anticipate it? What can you do? We don't have any of those answers today. Every family will have somebody who passed away from cancer. Could we have detected it early? What could we have done? Could we have treated it better? Could we have at least predicted that the course of this cancer is more aggressive than normal and therefore take more aggressive steps? Again, a lot of it is unknown today. So many people die of cardiovascular disease, heart attacks. We see in the papers once in a while somebody who was 40 years old dying. Could we have anticipated that? All these causes of these complex age-related diseases and treatments are not as visible today, or not as easy to get to today, because they're all very multifactorial. They're caused by not only many, many things inside the DNA, but also by other lifestyle issues, etc. Right? So if we have to tease those apart, the only way we can see today is through the generation of massive scales of data, because signals from small studies of 100 people, 1,000 people are not going to give us the answer. With sequencing of the DNA and our ability to do genomics becoming less and less expensive, the possibility of generating really large-scale data at the tune of millions or tens of millions becomes possible. And while in India we are not known for our foresight on these matters, but we will, through all the efforts that we are making today and everything that you're learning through these new institutes, hopefully we will generate that foresight. But if we look westwards, 15 years ago in the UK, there was somebody who said, let's just aggregate 500,000 people and keep monitoring them over the next 15 years. We don't know what to do with it, but that investment will pay off in various ways in the future. And so today, as sequencing has become and genomics has become cheaper, that has led to a treasure trove of activity and data where those samples and data is being mined, and the number of insights that are coming out gives us every confidence that some of these hard to solve problems will become tractable in the years to come. And to do that, what we have to do really is to, and what the world is doing and will do, is that it's going to generate huge amounts of data on individuals. This will be multimodal data. There'll be genomics, there'll be imaging data, there'll be clinical data of how you're evolving in life as you, how your blood sugar is evolving, your LDL cholesterol is evolving, all kinds of measurements. And that data is going to be at scales that is going to yield insights that we all believe is going to yield the next generation of drugs, the next generation of therapies. And that's going to, as you can see, need what you guys have been trained on, AI, ML, data handling. Even though this comes from a foreign world, health, biology, these worlds are starting to, the walls are starting to dissolve. And then the next big, the last sort of the major thing that you need to do is to take these insights into new, what could potentially be a drug target and convert it into a drug itself. How do you, it's one thing to understand the cause of disease, which will become more and more amenable with these large amounts of data that we are going to generate. But how do you convert that to a cure? For that, the drug discovery process is a very onerous process, takes $1 billion per drug, takes 10 years. There are lighter weight versions of it that are emerging, where you can, if you can just write into the DNA, we can read the DNA today. We're not very good at writing, but that is becoming, that's starting to emerge as well over the last several years. Once we can write into the DNA effectively and in a very pointed, targeted way, then all the discoveries that we make from these large-scale sequencing efforts will yield us insights saying, in this person, if you can change this character in the DNA from A to T, then you can slow down the course of their disease by 20%, 30%. That might translate into several years of extra life, right? And that is around the corner as well. You would have heard the term CRISPR-Cas, gene editing, base editing. All of those technologies are around the corner. So when you put these two different sort of themes together, the large-scale data generation enabled by relatively inexpensive genomics, our ability to handle data and our maturity to handle data and the AI revolution, and our ability to edit the DNA, particularly inside a living person, which is in its infancy but expected to is evolving very substantially. When you put all of those pieces together, you can see the opportunity that this is going to bring to you over the next several years. And this is just one field, right? Genomics is one tiny field in several fields. And every one of these is going through an evolution, has gone through an evolution of the last several years, is exploding in various ways. A common theme in all of them is going to be data. But all these fields are exploding in many, many different ways. And that is why I say that you are graduating at a time you could not have picked a better time. The number of opportunities you're going to have ahead of you is going to be tremendous. Now, a few common themes that you have to keep in mind as you navigate your world and address these opportunities. These are going to be multidisciplinary opportunities. Gone are the days where there were walls and silos between disciplines. If you have to grab these opportunities, you'll have to, starting with your data and computer science and machine learning backgrounds, have to cross into biology, chemistry, physics, business, policy, government, and I've probably named 10% of everything that you need to do. You don't need to be experts at all of these, it's impossible to be, but you need to have enough ability to get into each of these and understand at least 1 or 2 levels of detail on what you need to do with those so that you can solve the problem that you're seeking to solve. And the way technology is evolving, the speed at which it's evolving, there will be shifts, right? You might specialize in one thing, but you'll see suddenly that there's a major shift that's happened, and that what you've specialized in is no longer as relevant. You will have to be ready to reinvent yourself very rapidly. You have to be nimble. One could argue that data skills might stay for a very long time compared to many other things, but you could equally argue that the same machine learning that gives people trained in data the power could also become the domain of the machine and could take that power away from you. So you have to be really nimble to reinvent yourself constantly. So be prepared to grab these opportunities and reinvent yourself. I would suggest look beyond the quick buck. There's so much opportunity today that there is this tendency to let's make this quick buck, we'll build a company, we'll sell it off, we'll relax for the rest of our lives. Doesn't help society. Train your eye on the hard problems and build lasting impact. And you cannot, I can't repeat again, I can't repeat enough that you cannot ask for a better time and a better playing field to grab the opportunities that are in front of you. So be grateful for all these opportunities, make the most of them, and hopefully make the world a much better place through your efforts. Congratulations again, and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hariharan, for that inspiring speech. We have now come to the moment where we rightfully will acknowledge the hard work and dedication demonstrated by the class of the 2022 in their year-long journey with us at Plaksha. I would like to request the Vice Chancellor to award the diplomas to the 49 graduating students of the Technology Leaders Program. We will be announcing the names of students in alphabetical order, some of whom are not present here, and they will receive their diplomas in absentia. Akash Chaudhary. Abhishek Anand in absentia. Aparna Malata Loganathan. Apurva Shekhawat. Apratim Chandra Singh. Arvind Bhaskar. Arnav Sharma. Arun Sar in absentia, Arunima Moore in absentia, Aviral Jain, Bhavna Rupani, Blesson Davis. Devashri Patel. Gaurav Lokhna. Harleen Kaur Bagga. Jaisal Chaudhary in absentia. Jasmine Bernard. Joseph Ben. Kaushal Kishore. Krishna Rajgopal. Lakshmi Narayani. Logesh Kumar. Manish Ranjan. Pavan Reddy Ulindala. Ramsai Reddy Chamakura. Rishabh Gupta. Rishi Khandelwal in absentia. Sahil Shaheen. Saiteja Muliki. Sai Venkat Ram Malela. Sandeep Gopinath. Santosh Srinivas. Sarthak Arora. Sarthak Gupta. Sahajpreet Kaur. Shivam Kesarwani. Shuchismit Jha. Smruti Prakash Shirodkar. Subrat Mahim Saxena. Sundaram Gupta. Supriya Kumar Mishra. Tania Daura in absentia. Tania Ahuja. It's a special moment for Tania today. It's also her birthday. Udaya Bhaskar Vaddi. Uneet Kumar Singh. Utkarsh Garg. Yashasvi R.K. Yasir Ul Hadi. And Yash Agarwal in absentia. Congratulations, tech leaders, for your remarkable achievement in a difficult year. I will now request Professor Rudra Pratap to officiate and confer the diplomas on the 49 graduating scholars of the Technology Leaders Program. I would request the graduating class to please stand while the Vice Chancellor takes the pledge.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Plaksha University, I confer the postgraduate diploma in Artificial Intelligence, Machine Learning, and Leadership on 49 scholars in recognition of their completing all requirements towards the Technology Leaders Program. Thank you.
may sit. Congratulations once again. The Plaksha TLP Awards is what follows next. Through these awards, we aim to celebrate the achievements of students who excel in the journey at the TLP. The awards are intended to acknowledge the scholars who are torchbearers of the ethos of Plaksha and demonstrate extraordinary achievement both at the individual and the community level. The category of awards encompass academic merit to professional excellence to the community spirit at Plaksha University. To introduce the awards, I would like to invite members of the TLP program team, beginning with Pavan Kumar.
Thank you, Shrabni. Bringing together courses from different academic disciplines and high academic rigor is what defines Technology Leaders Program. The journey encompasses 36 courses in 8 consecutive terms. To excel in TLP academics, students need to sail through hundreds of assignments, exams, projects, and group tasks. On one side, they get tested on their intellectual capabilities, while on the other, they have to prove their mettle while working in groups in different working assignments. Gold and silver medal awards recognize the efforts of the students who put in their heart and soul into every course in TLP and have excelled through a year-long journey of rigorous academic program. It is a matter of great honor and pleasure to appreciate and reward the efforts as well as performance of the students who have made us all proud. I would request the chief guest, Dr. Ramesh Hariharan, to hand over the awards to the winners. May I call upon stage Sahil Shaheen to receive the gold medal for excellent academic performance in Technology Leaders Program. Sahil scored a CGPA of 3.93 on a scale of 4. He comes with a graduation background in physics and has performed exceptionally well in all courses taught in the program. Moving forward, I am elated to call on stage Sarthak Arora to receive the silver medal for stellar academic performance in the program. Sarthak showed exemplary performance across all courses. He scored a CGPA of 3.88 on a scale of 4. He also got an opportunity to complete his research project at University of California, Berkeley. Congratulations to Sarthak and Shaheen. For the next set of awards, I would call Adarsh to take forward.
Thank you, Pawan. Entrepreneurial Challenge Lab is an academic opportunity for students to form teams and take their entrepreneurial ideas from ideation to minimum viable product in 2 academic terms. All teams are mentored by eminent entrepreneurs from the industry. In total, there were 10 teams this year, and this award recognizes the team which made the best use of all resources available and delivered the most promising venture at the final presentations. I request Dr. Soumya Jetli, founding faculty of Plaksha University, to hand over this award. I'm delighted to announce that this year's Best Entrepreneurial Challenge Lab Award goes to Team CMDB Innovations. I request Apratim Chandra Singh, Sandeep Gopinath, Sahil Shaheen, Subrat Saxena to come up as I call upon the names. Their product logically aims to increase lawyers' productivity by reducing time in legal research. Congratulations, team. Thank you. A centerpiece of the overall Technology Leaders program is a 2-month capstone project that each student must complete in partial fulfillment of the requirements of the program. The capstone is unique to a student and broad in its scope. It can include solving a problem typically faced in the industry or basic research under the supervision of a professor, or it can include investigating a specific business model. I request Dr. Soumya Jetli, founding faculty at Plaksha University, to hand over this award as well. The Outstanding Capstone Project Award for this year goes to Team HRS Pay Insights. I would request Gaurav Lokna, Krishna Rajgopal, Sarthak Gupta, and Yasirul Hadi to please come onto the stage. The team worked with multiple stakeholders to help create a real-time visualization tool for the brand new Pay vertical. The tool helped the Pay vertical to get insights into how hotels and suppliers are performing within their payment and invoice creation. Congratulations, team. Now I request Namita to announce the next category of awards. Thank you, Professor Soumya. You may please be seated.
Thank you, Adarsh. The award that I'm going to speak about now is the Best Student Committee Award. To tell you a little bit about this award, throughout the year, multiple student groups and committees made an enormous contribution to the community through their hard work, zeal, and commitment. This award, that is the Plaksha Tech Leaders Program Best Student Committee Award, recognizes these efforts and honors the committee members that made the maximum contribution to campus life. I'm pleased to announce that this year's award, which is no surprise, goes to the Student Academic Committee, comprising of Sandeep Gopinath, Kaushal Kishore, and Ramsai Reddy, who have all worked tirelessly around the year. Okay, there are. So I hadn't finished yet, but yeah, guys, come on. Okay, so I would like to call upon our registrar, Mr. Sanjay Bhatnagar, to felicitate the award to our Student Academic Committee. Kaushal Kishore, Sandeep Gopinath, and Ramsai Reddy. Many congratulations to the team, and thank you. Thank you. Our next award is very close to my heart, the Spirit of Plaksha Award. It aims to recognize the value of being humble, dedicated, and caring towards fellow classmates and everyone in the community by just going that extra mile to support others around us. The awardee is expected to display kindness and a selfless attitude towards other fellows as well as the wider Plaksha community. The Spirit of Plaksha Award for the cohort of 2022 goes to Arunima Moore. Arunima is not present with us here today, unfortunately. She's not well, but she's been chosen by her fellow batchmates as she has helped build an overall positive attitude and displayed exceptional behaviors in the program. So congratulations to Arunima, and I'm just going to read a few lines that Arunima has shared with us, and she'd like me to read them here. On behalf of Arunima, today is a really important day for all of us, I believe. Today's ceremony marks the end of a roller coaster journey of a year with Plaksha. I'm highly honored to be bestowed this award by the cohort and the program team. Regarding this title, I sincerely believe each one of you deserves an equal share of this award. So round of applause, please. And I can't imagine this journey without you all. It was always a two-way street for me, and I feel grateful to have experienced moments of kindness and warmth around me over the last year. It was a year full of opportunities, learning, and a period of academic and personal growth for me. The bonds I formed with my fellows will leave a stamp on my fond memories forever. So congratulations to Arunima, very well deserved. I now request Devansh to come and announce the next category of awards.
Hello everyone, moving on. The next award is the Inspiring Journey Award. This award acknowledges a scholar's significant personal transformation and growth in the 1 year they spent at the program. The recipient's journey has been an inspiration to other scholars, and they have demonstrated receptiveness to learning and have taken ownership of achieving personal and professional breakthroughs for themselves. This year's recipient has showcased a remarkable growth journey over the course of the program. Coming from mechanical background to being an AI/ML maverick, their journey has inspired their peers to never give up. They believe courage is not a lack of fear, but the ability to face it. If they ever write an autobiography, it would be titled Magic. To do the honor, I would like to invite Professor Aditya Malik, Dean of Academic Affairs at Plaksha University. So everyone, please join me in congratulating the Plaksha TLP Inspiring Journey awardee for the class of 2022, Apurva Shekhawat. I think keep the round of applause going for Apurva. She deserves it. Thanks, Apurva. So Apurva is going to be sharing some thoughts with us.
Thank you, Devansh. Okay, thank you so much for bestowing this esteemed award on me. I would like to take this opportunity to think about the year that we have all had, an eventful year which came with its trials and tribulations. I would not have been able to brace these difficult tides if it were not for my fellow peers and my family. While I'm absolutely humbled by this award, it goes out to all of us, with each journey more inspiring than the next. And this award comes as a testament that I, alongside this amazingly dynamic batch of TLP 22, will not stop here. We will keep shining bright and keep treading on this path of excellence paved through the magical time we had at TLP. Thank you and cheers to us.
Thanks, Apurva. Okay, moving on to the final award of the evening, Plaksha Founders Award for All-Round Excellence. This award acknowledges and celebrates a scholar's achievement across the 4 pillars of the Plaksha TLP program: academics, technical and social context, real-life projects, self and leadership. They lead by example, demonstrate the values we as a community hold together, and support their peers in their respective journeys. This year's recipient has been an active member of the Student Academic Committee, won Best Entrepreneurial Challenge Lab Award along with their team, all the while excelling in academics and being a support system to their peers. The cohort has described them as an individual who is empathetic and exudes positive energy among all. Many in the cohort have looked for guidance and support from the recipient and have always been fascinated by the selfless attitude and the wisdom shown. To present the award to the recipient, it is my honor to invite Alok Mittal and Mohit Thukral to the stage, who are founders and trustees of Plaksha University and have supported the program from its inception. Alok is faculty for the Entrepreneurial Challenge Lab at our program, and Mohit has been a stellar mentor to our students throughout the years. Okay. Without further ado, please join me in congratulating this year's Plaksha Founders All-Round Excellence Awardee, Sandeep Gopinath. Sandeep, please share your thoughts.
First of all, thank you so much for this award. It was not at all expected to be in the first place. So I was thinking what to speak in. The first thing which came into my mind was I thought I'll quote an incident which happened a few days back. So 8 days back, I was on a bike trip with one of my friends, Sahil. We were at Khardungla. It was the highest motorable pass in the world. We were all, both of us were freezing, covered in snow, and we were literally on the edge. And we went into an army camp to get ourselves warmed up. And while we were there, another biker came in, and he was telling that he's so done with this trip and he just wants to get home. So the reason why I wanted to tell this story was because as we progress through our journey in life, a lot of moments will come in where we'll feel that it's so we'll feel so tired and we just want to get out of it somehow. But the moment we survive and get out of it, and once we look back, we'll feel that these are some of the most important and memorable moments of our life. Plaksha for me is one such moment. It has been a great journey with a very diverse cohort, people from different cultures, different backgrounds, all coming together. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank the entire cohort who has been there helping each other, supporting each other throughout the entire year. The program team who has been there with us through all our ups and downs throughout the program. The Student Academic Council, which I've been a part of, where we had a lot of experiences. And the Entrepreneurship Challenge Lab team, that is where I had the best experiences in working with the team. We have been up till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock discussing ideas and stuff. I had the best moments of my life in discussing those things. And most of all, I would like to thank my parents, my brother who are here, and also my fiancée and her parents, because the decision which I made to come to Plaksha was just a few days before my engagement, and I resigned my job 2 days before coming to Plaksha. So, without the support of everyone, it would have not been possible at all. So, thanks to everyone, and thanks to the Plaksha community, and grateful to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thanks, Sandeep. Congratulations to all the awardees. A round of applause for all of them. Okay, now for something special, I would request our dignitaries on the stage to please take the front row seats for 10 minutes. We have something special to be played on the screens. As a special message by a community of founders, faculty, alums, and TA of Plaksha University to congratulate the graduating students, I present to you all the tribute to class of 2022.
It's been a great pleasure in Berkeley to work with Plaksha in refining the offerings of this program. You know, you have taken the best in new technologies in AI and machine learning, design skills, design thinking, as well as entrepreneurship skills, and you've melded this into an extremely compressed degree. So all the best to you, and congratulations once again, Plaksha TLP class of 2022.
First of all, congratulations to the entire class of TLP 2022. This is the culmination of a lot of hard work on your part, and you have a lot to be proud of. I know I am certainly proud of each and every one of you, and I know that you will enter into this next chapter of your life demonstrating a lot of resilience, and I hope that all of you go out and make a really big impact. Take care, and congratulations again.
Congratulations, Plaksha Technology Leaders, class of 2022. When I run a course, I look for connections and I look for application. I found connections aplenty. I knew Anandu from before, Shravani, Namita, Devansh, and the entire class. I felt really connected after the session. But the icing on the cake was when one of the students sent me a message wishing me on Guru Purnima. That really made my day. And I wish you all the very best in your journey as you do that, as you become entrepreneurs, as you find jobs. So story on, and I hope to stay in touch with all of you. All the very best.
Congratulations, TLP scholars. You finished up your year at Plaksha University and you're ready to go on to the next phase of your life or your career. I thoroughly enjoyed our time in the masterclass and decision making, and I trust through that process you have some extra tools in your knapsack for solving really tough problems when it comes to decision making. But most of all, I trust that you take everything that you've learned during your year at Plaksha University to figure out how you can best make your contribution to the world. I have every confidence that you will. Again, my congratulations to you.
Now, as you all embark on the journey towards the next phase of your life, I'd like to share with you a few pieces of advice. First and foremost, never stop learning. Now, while it may seem like your school years are over, but every experience, every encounter, every success, every failure is an opportunity to learn. So go out there with an open mind and continue to learn. Second, invest in relationships. You're part of a very special network here at Plaksha. The friendships and the relationships that you've built here will last a lifetime. Third, challenge the status quo. Do not take no for an answer when things don't make sense. Push yourselves, push the system, take some calculated risks. Trust me, it'll be worth it.
Hello everyone. First of all, congratulations on this major achievement. It's been a true pleasure for me to interact with you over 3 courses during your time at Plaksha. And now for your continued journey and your continued career. I would like to offer only one single advice, and that is to always follow your passion. Let curiosity guide you on your journeys ahead, and I promise you that everything will turn out great.
So you did it! Well, congratulations first of all, and let me tell you again that it was very much a pleasure to be teaching you. I was the last teacher in line. Don't forget what we discussed in class, and don't forget that you're the smartest people I know, and that you are the leaders of the next generation of tech companies in India, and you're going to change that world. So take care. Ciao.
Congratulations, TLF Class of 2022. I have many fond memories of teaching our computing infrastructure class. If something is worth doing, it's worth doing with hard work and dedication. Bring your best, and I know you will make us proud.
Tech Leaders of 2022, I look forward to hearing all your stories of the great things you're going to do in life. This is such a wonderful time, and I really wish you all the best in life. Take care.
Hi everyone, congratulations on finishing your journey at Plaksha. As you all take your next steps into the world, I hope you remember to design with intention a well-lived life.
Hello, Class of 2022 TLP. I just wanted to say how proud I am to have taught you this course on FinTech. My advice to you would be to believe in yourself, know who you are and where you want to go. Work hard with high ethics because it is hard to regain or repair reputation once tarnished. Finally, have empathy and respect for others no matter how successful you become. Good luck and my very best wishes to you all.
Hi TLP graduates, many congratulations on your graduation. I really enjoyed interacting with you all, and from my side, all the very best.
Hello everyone, I want to congratulate all of you on successfully completing the Plaksha Technology Leaders Program. While past 1 year was very exciting, the future will be more exciting when you will be implementing what you learned at Plaksha to truly solve global challenges.
Congratulations! I'm thrilled for all of you. I was really happy to see you on campus recently, and I've been happy interacting with you throughout our times talking about professional development and your careers. Go forth, make me proud, stay in touch. Best of luck always.
Dear TLP Class of 2022, it has been a wonderful experience to interact with you all and learn together. As you graduate and step into the real world, you are now going to shape the future of the planet with the power of AI and other technologies that you are equipped with. Enjoy this fascinating journey, keep learning and growing. More power to all of you.
Hi, this is Ken, and this is Mark. And we're calling in from Porto, Portugal, and we have one more mission for you. If you look under your chairs right now for an instruction set for your final game before you're allowed to graduate, just kidding. We wish that were true. We had so much fun with you this past year, and we want to send our heartfelt congratulations to all of you for graduating in this program. We wish we were there in person. In fact, actually, we will be in Mohali in a week So if you stick around, we will get a chance to meet you all. Congratulations and stay in touch.
The TLP program is a cornerstone of what we've built. This is the third cohort, and congratulations to everyone for graduating today. It's been a fantastic journey for all of you, I'm sure. I always learn from all of you. You are the future of this country. You're the future of Plaksha. And Plaksha will gain a lot from the TLP batch of 2022.
Hello everyone, wishing the TLP class of 2022 a very hearty congratulations for graduating. As a TA, I had a great experience interacting with all of you, and I will always cherish the few days I got to spend with everyone on the campus. Wishing you the best of luck for your future. Thank you.
Hi guys, let me just wholeheartedly congratulate you on your graduation today and officially becoming the TLP class of 2022. Let me just point out 3 things which I enjoyed the most about your batch. Your curiosity, your willingness to stand up for what is right if it does no harm to others, which is the essential landmark of a good human being. And third, your ability to have fun, absolute fun while doing it. You guys could party today and tomorrow being your final exam still come out as flying colors. While I'm extremely sad to not be there, this is your day, this is your graduation day. Go crazy, have fun, and please do keep in touch.
That was truly heartwarming. Now, following our ritual, it's time for the students to share with us a glimpse of their TLP life. I would like to call upon Sundaram Gupta from the graduating class.
Hello everyone, I am Sundaram, a part of the Student Life Committee. Hope you all are having a good time. So, collecting our food trays in Gurgaon residence till waking up to go to the mess and having a breakfast, we've come a long way. And we've tried to create a short, small video with all these memories that we had, and hope you will enjoy.
No one told you that was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. You're still in bed at 10 and work again at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world was brought down to your knees. That I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
Well, that brings back a lot of memories. And to relive more of them, I would like to call upon stage my classmate Blessant to perform a song as a tribute to all the wonderful memories that we had in the past year. Blessant.
Thank you everyone for coming, and it's been a wonderful year. The last 1 year has been very exciting. So this is a song that is dedicated to all my TLP friends and to all those who have come here.
will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memories. Remember the good times that we had. Let them slip away from us when things got bad. How clearly first I saw you smiling in the sun. I wanna feel your warmth upon me. I wanna be the one. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memory. Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memories. Thank you.
That was beautiful, Blesson. I would now request the dignitaries to please come back to their seats.
So we come to the end of the ceremony. I would like to thank you all for participating in this momentous occasion, our first convocation on campus. I would like to thank the TLP faculty for ensuring the highest quality of delivery of courses, which has helped in the desirable academic outcomes. We are grateful to the Plaksha founders and trustees for their ongoing support to the program from inception, especially in career support and mentoring students. Thank you to our mentors for providing guidance to students, our alumni who have assisted in various aspects of the program, and the teaching assistants. We are also blessed to have an amazing program team who have kept TLP going by working tirelessly behind the scenes 24/7. I would like to thank the student life teams and admin teams on campus who have been a great support system for the cohort, the communications, IT, development, project teams, maintenance teams, and external partners, without whose help today's event would not have been possible. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Shrabani. I now request everyone to please stand up for the national anthem. The national anthem is being sung by our graduating student, Lakshmi.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I request everyone to please be seated till the academic procession departs the hall. You can ask. Students to please join the academic procession. हाँ? वो बाहर होगा हैट्स नहीं करना हमने हाँ फिर वापस आएंगे Hello. Yeah. The academic procession will gather at the grand staircase just outside the reception for the hat throwing ceremony. So I request you all to join for that. Post that, just one little thing, post that we have high tea organized in the adjoining room. We finished a little early, so that might start at about 5:30 or so. I request you all to have a look around, enjoy the campus after the ceremony and just before the high tea. So once again, thank you so much for attending.